All right, morning everybody. We're gonna head back over to the 350 Volvo, finish up the loading up that contaminated soil. Got one load. I got my pates off for about a week. Got some family coming in town, so got my other brother-in-law, Brandon, hauling for us for the next week or so, and then so we get that dirt done. Then me and him are gonna head down to Greenwood where the rest of the guys are at on that job, and Brandon is not Sammy. Sammy's my other brother-in-law, the turd that left me in the middle of the project. He wanted to do over the road, so I told him best of luck, but I think he's gonna wish he stayed local. So anyway, let me hop in the truck. We'll get over there to Brandon, get him loaded up, and then had a viewer ask a question about what it's like, driving a dump truck and stuff. Is it a good career choice, basically? So I'm gonna kind of explain that while I'm running the tractor. So let's go on over there and get started. All right, guys, hope y'all can hear me. I don't have my headset on today, so hopefully the sound, y'all can hear me. We're gonna load this last load of dirt over here, and then we're gonna head to Greenwood, because we should finish the last asbestos job today. Bear with me, hitting the sun again. Whew, it's bright. But yeah, we should finish the asbestos today, so I'm going to take my truck down there, just the pickup truck, and meet that way when we're done I can bring back one of the smaller trailers so the guys don't have to make 2 trips. I have a feeling y'all are going to be in the sun while I load this thing. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get him to pull over here so I'm not loading in the sun. Let me get him in position real quick. Alrighty, got him in position. That way, me, you, and him are not staring into the sun. But anyway, I want to answer a question one of my viewers had. He's 19, and he's asked about driving a dump truck. Is it fun or interesting? And I left him a comment and told him, it's kind of a loaded question. And I hate to make things drag out into a long story, but it depends on what you want. If you just like driving a truck and that's all you want to do is just sit behind the wheel of that thing, yeah, driving a dump truck's okay. It's going to be a little bit rougher than just driving something over the road. So you may be interested in like hauling asphalt or stockpile to asphalt company, like gravel, things like that for a hauling company, and that's all they do. The other thing you could do that is more interesting is construction hauling, kind of like what we do, construction, demolition, for like a grading company. Now be careful who you work for. Like, there's nothing wrong with working with a smaller company. They need drivers too. The only thing you got to be mindful of is make sure their equipment, it doesn't have to be new, but make sure they're taking care of their equipment, because if they're not, it's going to affect your driving record. It's gonna you don't want to get somebody hurt because they're not maintaining their equipment very well. So don't be scared to work for a smaller company. But I guess to answer your question, yeah, it's enjoyable. But remember, the most enjoyable dump trucking that I can think of is this type. Obviously I'm biased because this is what I do. But remember, on rainy days, you may not have work. That's the only downside to it. So if you want to constantly stay busy, which there's never a guarantee with that in the dump truck industry, go to a big company, but you may get bored of it real quick. Even talking about it right now is boring, but that's really the only advice I can give you. And everybody's different. Like your definition of fun may be different from mine. Some people just like being behind the wheel of a truck, and that's fun to them. Other people, they want to change the scenery. They like being around heavy equipment. So honestly, to get your feet wet and really get good at a dump truck, I recommend this type of hauling, like what we're doing here. Construction, demolition, because you really get into some tight areas and really test your driving skills. Now, if you just want to sit behind the wheel of a truck and be lazy, you can do that too. But I don't know. It's going to be boring. You're going to be making the same routes every day. It gets old like anything else. So I hope that answered your question. I don't know. I think dump trucking is a good experience. Even if you don't stick with it, it's a great way to learn to drive a truck. So hopefully that answered it. Yeah, I'm gonna get Brandon loaded with this. He's gonna go dump this down there at the landfill, then head on to Greenwood. Kind of go from there. It's aggravating loading dirt like this when you get to the bottom of the pile, because you end up pushing it around and not really. I don't know. You probably end up scooping up more dirt that wasn't a problem than dirt that is a problem. If that makes sense. So like I'm just pushing this dirty dirt around and. I noticed my last video, the view time was better than what the other ones are. I mean, you guys tell me in the comments, but y'all are the ones watching. Tell me what y'all like to see. If y'all like this type of stuff. See, to me, like, this is what I do, I guess. I enjoy it, but I feel like it's a boring video, but it seems like most of y'all enjoy this type of video more. So just let me know in the comments, you know. I mean, I'll film what you guys want to watch. Y'all are the audience. And I like to talk, so as y'all can tell, if y'all watch my channel for any number of times. About got it. This worked out good. Brandon was able to work. His paint needed off for a week. He's got some family coming into town, so Brandon was able to fill in for me. Knock this out. You know, that's another thing, you know, go back to that question the viewer had about driving a truck. If you could be part-time for somebody, you know, that really, believe it or not, there's a lot of part-time positions available out there. Some people don't need a driver all the time. So part-time, you know, call when you need them kind of thing. A lot of people like that, especially smaller companies. Back for one scoop of dirt either. Biggest thing, I gotta make sure I get all the poly up too. That was, I think that was it. I'm gonna comb through this pile, see what we got. Just verify. Oh yeah, he's good. Oh, let me get his attention. I got ahead of myself. Sticks up in the bed like that. Alright, good deal. Let me get out and show Brandon how the controls work in this new truck. Then I'll give you guys here in a minute. Alright, there he goes. He's heading out with that load of dirt. We got it done. Everything looks clean. So let me get this thing locked up. And then we will. I might be putting the address in. I seen him stop. Probably might have a problem. Let me. Door's getting hard to open. Kill the battery. Kill switch. All right. I'm gonna get this thing locked up. I'm gonna hop the truck and we're gonna head on down to Greenwood. Alright, so we made it down here to Greenwood. Oscar's starting to tear the house down. They got Brandon on the way, and they got Fred's truck polished, so we're going to get this thing started. Hopefully we can get this one done today and get moved to the next one. We'll see what happens. Get smacked by one bite. Be careful, them boards will pop off and come flying at you. Knock your teeth right out of your head. Oh, Oscar's having to stop. He can't see Eric spraying the water and it's blinding him. It's the only downside to spraying that water. I'm gonna get moved to the backside so I don't get hit. So I hopped in the truck. It's man, the way the sun's hitting that water, I just can't get a good video for you guys. But anyway, it looks like we will get this thing done today, which is great. We can move on to the next one. Brandon is on his way down here with the dump truck, which at first I wasn't sure if we need it. But now looking at it kind of get knocked down, we'll probably definitely be able to use it and hopefully get the machine moved over to the next job. So maybe whenever the sun changes position, I'll get some more footage for you guys. But right now, I'm just getting this massive glare from the sun on the water. So anyway, all right, I will see you in a minute. All right, so we got everything done. Brandon just rolled out of here with the last load. Oscar's gonna walk this machine up there to the end of the street. And Fred's about to pull down with the low boy. We're gonna get this thing thrown on the trailer and then head over to Hackett's, which is our next one, which is not too far down the road. But whether we get to start on today, I don't know. We'll see what time it is once we get everything moved. So let's go and get this thing loaded up on the trailer. All right, here comes Fred rolling up our chariot. Of course, people are gonna love us. This is a pretty busy road. All right, we'll get this thing broke down, get this tractor loaded. All right, Fred's easing up. Oscar's gonna walk it on out in the road. All right, we got her on deck. Get Fred to back on up. All right, good deal. Get her chained down. All right, so the guys are getting everything unchained, get this thing offloaded. And this is our next victim. Like I said, I had to have to back all the way down because some of these turns, there's a bad sharp S-curve up there. And then this turn's not too bad. He could have went, but when he gets up there, cars are parked on the side of the road, so it's just not gonna work out. So finished getting him unloaded, and we might start this building. We'll see here in a minute. All right, so we got the machine offloaded. The guys are back there fueling it up. That's gonna be it for the day. We're not gonna get enough done to make it worthwhile staying and working late. We're an hour and a half from the shop. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.